I think we got all the players that we're going to get for
Uh,
tonight.
my
So,
only question before we start is what is the name of our new officer that we're using for now?
I changed my name in chat to it, so you should be able to see it there. I'm right under Ed.
Uh, oh, Holomrion,
yeah, and it's a Bajoran, so the last name is first.
and this is our ops officer, right?
Yes.
Correct.
Great. Okay, that answered my question. All right, shall I begin?
Yeah.
Captain's log. Stardate 53184.7. We're 5 weeks into our ongoing exploration efforts in the Shackleton Expanse, and things are finally beginning to settle down. After our first survey mission left us needing a full 2 weeks of repair, we were immediately roped into a supply convoy escort, and then were sent to a distant nebula to track down a missing shuttlecraft. Both resulted us in facing off against hostile forces. First, Orions, then Romulans. Both equally disquieting. Come to think of it, out of these past 5 weeks, only the past two of them were spent in exploration, and up until now, there's been nothing of note. But we've recently picked something up on long-range sensors. It appears to be a rogue planet. We're getting a large amount of interference from the object, and the distance is making visual scans difficult, but if our initial readings are to be believed, we might have something truly fascinating on our hands. Current sensor data indicates that the baseline geological structure of this planet is entirely crystalline. At the suggestion of Chief Engineer Vada, we are proceeding at Warp 5 and should arrive in 2 days. She said that she's been planning a comprehensive maintenance cycle on the holodecks and she'll need some spare hands. As a result, all holodecks except for holodeck 4 are currently offline. This has caused some irritation among the crew, especially the senior staff. Many of them had been hoping to use the holodeck as an opportunity to train their direct subordinates. Hopefully, Vada will be able to get the holodecks back up and running soon so that we can all enjoy it. End log.
Okay, so the first scene, I have the members of the con and security. So you both head to the one remaining holodeck, and both of you have the holodeck time reserved for right now.
Oh no.
And go.
Double booked.
Evans,
You guys are right outside the holodeck doors. You both kind of run into each other.
Evans, what are you doing here?
I was actually considering by asking you that. We reserved this holodeck for like right now.
Yes, so did I. So again, why are you here? Clearly, we're better. We need it.
Well, I'm here because wait, what?
I don't need to make sense. This is our time.
Well, we're here because we reserved it. I mean, I know you're here for the same. Crap. Okay, how are we gonna do this?
Look, if you're gonna keep like this, do you want a competition for it? I'm gonna win, but I'll make it sporty.
Just as you guys are starting to get loud with your arguing, Commander Varro comes a corner, looking all inquisitive.
Commander?
Commander,
Stumbling across two senior officers bickering is not my idea of a good time. Officers, report.
I've booked this time. Apparently, he's booked it. What we're gonna do?
All right. You two are Starfleet officers, so you're going to handle this like them. All right? We're both going to go in there. We're going to set up a joint exercise that should allow you both to prove your mettle. Computer, set up a situation that'll test the tactical and con officers of this ship to their limits.
Program started.
Good luck.
After
You're
you,
gonna need
gentlemen.
it.
Last I checked, luck is rarely the determination of a victor.
No, but I'm more skillful. You need what you can get.
Damn.
I say nothing and go in.
Shots
as
fired.
you guys enter the holodeck, you see kind of what looks like a little target range set up, and to the right on like weapons racks that would be in like an armory, you guys see various weapons, phasers, type 1s, type 2s, whatever your preferred weapon is. And the first target that comes up is you have to hit a medium range target. This is just like a normal combat thing, so it'd be control security difficulty 2. Oh, and one more thing before we go on. For the duration of this scene, the con team and the security team will have a separate momentum pool.
Sweet.
Oh, okay.
It begins.
What are we starting at?
You guys are still starting at 0, but you're each keeping track of what your team does.
Right. Okay.
So the first task is to try to just shoot a target that's at medium range, maybe 50 meters. So this would be a good opportunity for the security team to show them how it's done.
May the best Tellarite win.
That's rather limiting to the victor pool, but may the best being win.
So,
Well, I guess if we've got nothing else to say, we should start shooting.
do I go first?
Shall take the first shot. So I aim and fire.
So Lieutenant Evans steps right on up to the right in front of the target and shoots it expertly right in the middle of the chest.
Very good from someone who's the tactical officer.
Sorry, I didn't quite catch that. I think I was a little too far.
Don't worry, I'll show you exactly what I said. I'll step up and shoot. Don't fuck up, don't fuck up, don't fuck up.
Lieutenant Penn steps up all cocky, takes a shot, and misses the target. Narrowly missing the target, but you miss it nonetheless.
So I say with as straight a face as possible, may the best Telluride win indeed.
We're not... It's not over yet, Evans.
Very true.
Commander Varro, would you like to take a shot?
No. I'm just standing back and watching them.
All right. So as you guys argue over the misses and start bickering, the range changes and sets up for a close range accuracy training. So in this task, players must hit small round targets of only a few centimeters big that light up in blue. So like they'll change colors and you have to try to shoot them when it hits that color. So it'll go from red to yellow to blue to green, and you have to shoot the target when it's blue. So for this task, it's going to be a control security difficulty 1, complication range 3. And this is for the size and the pattern of the targets.
Okay. Do you want to go first or should I?
Well, if we're going every other, that would be my turn. I step up to the plate, and fire.
Don't forget complication range.
I did not.
Okay, perfect. And security banks 2 momentum actually.
Oh, that's right.
And Lieutenant Evans steps up and expertly hits all the targets, doing this really fast. and Penn steps up next to him and follows right in step, just a little bit slower than Lieutenant Evans.
Give it time, Evans. We've not even gotten to my speciality yet.
I see you're starting to warm up a bit.
Well, it doesn't take much.
So as you guys are talking over the results of the round, the range sets up for in a third configuration, this time with a long-range target. Probably, you estimate, about 200 meters. This next task to hit the target at longer range will be Control Security Difficulty 3.
Okay, I'll take a pot shot.
All right, if you want to go first, step up indeed.
And Lieutenant Penn steps up to take a shot and completely misses the target by 5 meters to the right.
Come on, Evans. Show me
And
what you're
come.
made of.
I will certainly try. And, oh, I need to select dice.
I'm guessing you bought a dice, but that's
Yeah.
fine. You still get it
Got
back.
Here's me doing it one-on-one. Yeah.
Do I need the? I'll narrate the outcome. Lieutenant Evan looks over at Penn kind of smugly, without even looking, shoots the target square and true.
Not even looking.
Not even looking.
Well, in all fairness, Evans, if you can't shoot, I'd be rather worried about who's security officer.
And it's not even my specialty.
So as you guys are talking, the scene changes and you guys are the holodeck changes and you are now in a wooded area. And the computer says that the next task is a combat training course. Teams must navigate through the wooded area, quickly take out enemies of a compound, and defuse a bomb.
Well.
Okay.
Evans would know something about that, wouldn't he?
Yes, he would.
I just kind of look up, cock my head to the side. Too soon, computer. Too soon.
After the room reconfigures, I have it put me up in like an observation room that's kind of has like an eagle eye view over the exercise.
And the computer complies. Okay, so for this next task, so instead of rolling all of these things and doing a drawn out thing, what this is going to be is this is essentially going to be an opposed task between the two groups. So the task roll will be daring or fitness plus security, assisted by two other either players or NPCs. And number of successes determine the outcome of both groups. So you guys can decide who goes first in this, role play it out, and all that fun stuff.
Well, as you're clearly the superior one, would you like to show me how it's done, Evans?
Suppose I could take the first round of this. So I take two people with me.
Yeah, so essentially is you're going to get the main task roll, and then whoever you take with are going to each get an assist. So like if you have any, like a security support character, just use their stats to do the 2 assist.
Okay, sorry, I was interrupted during that. So I'm assisted by 2 NPCs.
Yeah, whoever, if you guys have like a good support Security NPC.
We have
I
not
don't-
drawn those up yet. That was.
I
Yeah.
mean, I've got 2
Yeah,
con,
okay.
but they're not going to help for this.
Right. The problem is the other ship did make some up, but they messed up the stats.
Right.
So
Let's see. What are the relevant stats here again?
so it'll be security, fitness, I believe.
I think you said
Daring,
fitness.
yeah, daring or fitness and security. Assisted by 2 NPCs in your group, in your specialty. So, like for Lieutenant Penn, it would be the con officers. For Evans, it would be the
Right. I'm just drafting up a basic
Cool.
sheet using the blank.
cool.
Okay. Assisting with daring and security. We have.
And there'll be 2 assists.
Well, I'm going to spend that momentum to roll 3 dice.
Okay.
So would a focus and survival help?
No.
Okay. And hand to hand, I imagine it's the same.
Yeah, probably not. If you had like tactics or military planning or something like that, those would work. But
Would combat maneuvers
Yeah,
help?
nothing like that.
combat maneuvers would help.
Sweet.
All right, so I believe I had opted to go first, so I'll take my team through the obstacle course.
Okay.
Okay, and then here's.
The assist.
Oh, didn't select that. Hold on.
Wait, how is Varro actually assisting someone or?
No, I'm rolling for the security NPC.
Ah,
And you're gonna roll it twice because there would be a team of 3.
Right. There we go.
Alright, so 5 successes. All right. So as Lieutenant Evans takes his security team through the compound, they are able to successfully navigate the woods without any type of complication, and they expertly take out the enemies that are on the walls and around the compound very quickly. And they defuse the bomb so quickly that it still probably has a good minute and a half before it even threatens being detonated.
Oh, this bomb was much easier.
Do you ever get that feel like you're being shafted? Oh, shit. Okay, let's solve. Oh, what's the complication range?
Boy, after last session, he better damn well have defused that bomb.
Yeah.
Oh man, I think I learned a thing or two.
Should I say what's the complication range 1?
Yeah, it's 1.
Okay.
Okay.
Nice. And then you got your 2.
So I got 4 in total.
What was the difficulty on it?
There is no difficulty; it's just an opposed task,
Oh.
and it's basically to see who gets through it quicker. So Lieutenant Penn takes his con officers through the course, and again, he's able to navigate through the woods. He's able to take out the guards guarding the compound, gets to the bomb, and he defuses the bomb 10 seconds slower than the security team did.
Still impressive.
I mean, have
Yeah,
you looked
very
at my
impressive.
2 NPCs?
Yeah, that's still
Look
only
at those
50 seconds
stats.
to spare.
Fucking
Yeah, that's
useless
still
NPCs.
like a full 50 seconds on the clock. That's not
Yeah.
bad.
All right, so I got Lieutenant Evans at 1 momentum, Lieutenant Penn at no momentum.
Correct.
Is that accurate?
Assuming I don't get anything from opposed, then
No, I'm not going to get bonus momentum for that.
I thought so. then yeah, that's what I have.
Okay, and then so after that goes, are you guys going to roleplay anything, talk smack talk, anything like that?
I mean, clearly, Evans, you're not that much better at field operations.
So yeah, it's not bad. Well played.
Well, we've only been doing tactical drills. Let's put your into my world. Let's see how well it goes.
And once Lieutenant Penn finishes that sentence, the scene transforms again, and this time you guys are in space in Type 9 shuttlecraft. And the computer says that this is a timed race to navigate an obstacle course. Teams must reach and destroy a target that will disappear if not reached in time. Okay, so for this next task, this is going to be a series of tasks in a timed interval. So you need to complete 4 tasks in 6 timed intervals. Each task are 2 intervals each.
Okay.
All right.
Okay,
For
so
accessing the shuttles, you'll be looking at the Angelou or the Byron.
Don't really think it
yeah,
matters.
and both of you guys should pull up a character sheet. And then you have one other member able to assist you at either the con or the ops panel. You guys get to choose at which position, who's at where.
Wait, so which shuttlecraft sheet do I want?
Whichever ones are the Type 9s. And preferably whichever one has weapons.
Yeah, I brought up the Angelo.
Yeah, so Byron and Angelou.
So would you like me to go first, Evans? Show you how it's done?
So you guys are basically racing. You're going at the same time.
Oh, okay. Sweet.
So, since the shuttles are at full stop, the first thing you're going to need to do is to get up to speed. So this one is going to be Control plus Con difficulty 1, assisted by the ship's engines and con. I will allow you guys to push the engines, and doing this will increase the complication range to 2 for the rest of the mission for the 3 other tasks. However, the interval for this task, if you do that, will be 1.
Fair enough. Edward, would you be as kind as to take free fret?
What was that?
Would you be kind to take free fret to yourself? I'm giving it to you.
Mother.
I will take free threat. So you said 3?
I did.
Oh,
I will
no.
take 3.
Now, does this threat only apply to him? Since we have separate momentum pools. Do we have separate threat pools too?
You know what? For this scene, I will do it that way.
Yes.
God damn
I was gonna say, please don't say this threat is actually gonna come and like fuck us over, like in the
Later.
finale.
I'll take my focus for small crafts.
All right, yeah, and then so whenever you guys are ready, it'll be Control and Con difficulty 1, assisted by shuttles, engines, and con. And does anybody take the push the engines?
I won't, because I bought a momentum. I'm gonna re-roll one of the 1s for me. Oh, one of the 0s. Sorry. Oh shit! One second. What the fuck?
Also, one thing to look at is both of you have access to the talent improved impulse drive right now, if you want to do anything with it.
Oh, what does that do, and how does it activate?
So you're in an advanced shuttlecraft that when you're using an attack pattern, evasive action, or ramming speed, you can spend 2 momentum to increase the difficulty of attacks against you. So if you get into any combat in here, just be aware you have things to work with.
Okay.
Don't worry, I'm not going to blast him out of the sky.
All right, and then before, because I assume it's my turn now.
Yes.
Okay, so kind of like before the race starts, I kind of like nervously look over to my guys, like, we got this, right? And then get going with these are deselecting, and I'm spending momentum on this one, to be clear.
Okay. So I got you at 0.
Oh boy!
Oh, wow.
Oh dear.
That's 2 20s.
Oh.
Should I even be rolling this assist?
Yeah, roll the assist. So just really quickly, did anyone take my complication?
I did not.
To override the impulse or something?
I don't think anyone did.
No one?
No,
Okay.
I didn't take the deal.
Okay.
Okay, so this assist will be from the ops station, correct? Will it still be a control con roll?
Well, technically, I didn't have the ops assist. It was
It's just the
it.
ship.
Yeah, just
Oh,
the
it's
ship.
the ship. Right, sorry.
It's just the
I had
shuttle.
the wrong sheet up.
Okay. What focus am I potentially applying for the?
No, you're not shooting me.
Phaser banks.
I think I accidentally pressed. I think I pressed the wrong button on accident.
Sure.
I was trying to scroll.
Sure.
Fire your ship as soon as I start losing.
Okay, I'm gonna roll
So-
the Angelou. There we go. Nothing there.
Okay. All right. So as you guys start off, Lieutenant 10 does build up a sizable lead. Troy Evans kind of flooded the impulse intake a little bit, but it seemed to have stabilized itself without any major issues to the engines. But he is now behind in the race. So as you guys start off, you guys head toward an asteroid field, and there's the only way to the target is to go through the asteroid field. So this next test to successfully navigate this asteroid field is going to be Control and Con difficulty 3, assisted by the engines and Con.
Oh, I've still got my focus. Would you like another threat?
I can't wait till he uses it.
So I'll give you one more threat, so I can roll another dice.
Okay.
I'm just
You
expecting.
do have
What?
You do have 2 momentum too, just so you know.
Do I?
Yeah, because you smashed that task roll.
Oh, okay. Never mind then. I'll just use one of the momentum.
Okay, got you down to 1.
Yep. And for the ship.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Oh boy.
The ship's. This shuttle's crap.
The shuttle's a really good shuttle, actually.
Compared to me, it's crap.
Oh wow, Pen.
You just rolled an 18. I think this is the second best small ship in the book.
Yeah, what, outside of like the Danube class?
Yeah.
All right, Lieutenant Evans.
Okay.
Well, it's certainly thematic.
This is not my best piloting here.
The ship can still come through for you.
Alright, ship.
As you guys are navigating through the asteroid field, Lieutenant Penn expertly navigates, dodges asteroid, using some of the bigger asteroids kind of like as a speed boost. Lieutenant Evans, on the other hand, he starts off pretty okay, but as he starts approaching some of the bigger asteroids, he loses focus a little bit and kind of clips an asteroid, losing a good amount of speed and taking 2 damage to the shields. So, Lieutenant Evans, your next task is actually going to be 3 intervals, and Lieutenant Penn's is still going to be 2.
Oh, I see.
Penn just has all the momentum.
Just
All right, so as you guys start heading toward the edge of the asteroid field, Lieutenant Penn is still ahead of Lieutenant Evans, but Lieutenant Evans gained a little bit of ground, but he's still behind. And as you guys approach the edge of the universe, I'm going to burn all my threat because I don't care.
Yes.
As you guys get to the edge of the asteroid field, the movement of the asteroids cause 2 of the larger ones to start move toward each other and will collide. What are your actions?
I would like to use my... Well, I pretty much anything that happens in space flying, I'm pretty much covered for. I'll just fly through the colliding asteroids. So I'll spend another momentum to go to...
Well, let me explain the options. So you guys can either go around, thus slowing you guys down and probably not getting to the target in time, or you can go through the asteroids and try to get through them before they collide.
I'm going through.
Going through them will decrease the interval of the next task to 1, therefore allowing you to destroy the target.
Yeah, I'm going through. There's never going to be any doubt about this.
Lieutenant Evans, what are you going to do?
I have to go through if I'm to make up for my mistakes.
Okay, excellent. That's what I wanted to hear. Okay, so since you are both trying to go through, the task roll is going to be Daring and Con, assisted by the ship's engines and Con. Difficulty 5. Since you are both going through the gap, the complication range is now increased to 3.
Ed,
Okay.
would you like another 2 threat?
No more threat. It's whatever skills you got, whatever skills momentum you have banked from this point forward.
Fair enough. I'll use my last momentum then to put me up to 3 dice.
And I will allow the assist from the other team member to try to shut more power into the engines.
Okie doke.
So we're getting 2 assists?
You're
Or
getting
I-
the shuttle assist and the crew assist.
Okay.
Oh, 1 shy.
Oh.
Evans?
Okay. So we can break these cuffs, guys. We can break these cuffs.
Oh!
boy.
Oh.
Why is he doing null attribute?
Doesn't matter the last roll.
Yeah.
Oh.
So as you guys attempt to squeeze through the gap, both shuttles collide with each other, making the shields kind of act as a repellent, and both of your shuttles goes crashing to either side of the big asteroids, destroy.
And Varro is standing between you and the door.
What the hell, Evans?
So was the last one a tie?
What the hell?
Gentlemen, I trust this has been an instructive lesson on the dangers of too much competitive spirit. And I turn and leave.
I didn't shoot you. There's no need to fucking crash.
Well, to be fair, you're not the only one who crashed.
Yeah, because you crashed into me.
You both crashed into each other.
We were two roads in a one-lane road, or we were two cars in a one-lane road pinned.
That's not the
We
point.
crashed into each other.
Remember, next time you might get shot.
I'm just kind of trying not to laugh right now.
So if you guys are like done with your scene, I have a thing.
Hey, Evans, considering you like to crash into people, how would you like to settle this once and for all?
Oh no.
Oh, what do you have in mind?
You in a ship, me in a ship. Settle this like men.
Are we talking
I
about
love how this
dogfight?
is after Varro left.
Oh no.
I'm talking
Like,
me
learning
versus
activity.
you in combat in space. Both of what
So
we're
just to
good
be
at.
clear, are you suggesting a dogfight?
I am suggesting a dogfight. Are you scared?
So, we wouldn't have to be authorized to do this, would we?
No, it's holodeck.
Okay.
You might get an eyebrow.
Oh no.
I'm
I mean,
waiting.
if this is the only way you can be satisfied with the results, I suppose I could oblige.
It's nice to see someone's got a bit of courage. So So how do I do this, Ed?
Okay, so
This is
So-
shuttle combat.
yeah, so here's what's gonna happen. So, Lieutenant Pend and your best con officer is going to be in one ship, and it could be, and this guy can be controlled by whichever player wants to play it. And they'll both get 2 turns, one at the con, one at the ops. You guys can figure out how you want to divvy up task. The other ship is going to be Lieutenant Evans and one of his security officers. Again, whoever wants to play that character for the roles. And it'll just be a one-on-one Type 9 shuttle versus Type 9 shuttle fight till one ship blows up.
Cool. So let's put Pend in the Byron. And Evans in the Angelo. So we have that straight. We're not working off one character sheet.
So here's the real question. Who's gonna go first in the combat?
Ooh, good
Right.
question.
Would you like to roll a challenge die?
Alright.
Or just roll a d20, highest one goes first?
Yeah, roll 1d20. Whoever gets closest to 1 goes first, because this is Star Trek after all.
Roll initiative, bitches.
Not me.
Oh,
Oh,
poor Pend. If this were D&D, that'd be good.
It would be.
I'm not familiar with Roll20. I'm looking for the dice roll. Oh wait, it's on the other side of the screen.
Yep,
it's on the
yep,
left.
it's on the left, second from the right above the question mark is the little
Roll
dice.
1d20.
I just
Yep.
typed it in there.
Yeah,
Oh, there's a command for that.
Yeah, it's /r
Evans is
space
good.
1d20.
So yes, Evans does go first.
and we want to figure out who's playing those NPCs real quick.
Yeah.
I'm going to be rolling shuttles for people. So I'll take myself out of that pool. So it'll be
Okay, so I guess it's the captains. Pick your favorite team member, I guess.
Me?
I'll choose Evans.
Yeah,
Wait, what?
that was good of you to choose first, because now Grennan isn't picking favorites.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
I
captain
know.
doesn't like me, so sounds about right.
All right.
What?
And I'm rolling for shuttles.
I was gonna say Evans, but okay.
Are we using?
Uh,
we have a.
whatever character sheets they were used at, I have no idea which ones.
Yeah. So you'll be using security number 1 under Kismet support.
And captain, you'll be using Wittergast.
Oh, what am I doing?
You're rolling the Jason Wintergast sheet.
Jason Wittergast.
Yep. And Troy Evans, you get to make the first move. You guys are in range of each other right off the bat, moving toward each other at half impulse
Oh no.
at the start of the fight.
All right, so I think I'll be at ops as opposed to the helm. That would be my control security, right?
What are you taking a shot? Is
Yes,
that what?
because I'm not the helm.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
I could have my pilot go first, but
Yeah, it's up to you. You are in command of this vessel.
Oh,
You can either have him go first or you.
how would you like to make this fair?
I think I'll have myself go first.
How about I give you a con
And then just
officer?
let me know what task.
Say to him, I can give you a con officer, and you can give me a security officer to make it fair.
Well, you're not taking a security officer for your guns.
So you don't
Yeah,
want someone
no,
who
this
can
is
fly a
the,
ship.
This is team against team.
All right,
Sure
We're not
is.
taking a handicap bend.
just trying to give you a chance.
Watch them
Oh, I
crash
already
into
have a
each other
chance.
again.
Ramming speed.
Hey, you can do it.
You can do it. There are rules for ramming speed in this game.
And the Type 9s are good at ramming.
So I got my focus and tactical systems to use, which I assume are applicable.
Yep.
All right. So control security.
Yep. Difficulty 2.
All right.
Assisted by ship's weapon security.
I believe it's on complication 1. It's kind of hard to tell.
Correct. Complication 1.
Oh.
Of course.
You did it.
Oof. Nothing there.
That's a nice looking complication you got there, Evans.
Right. Weapon damage.
Right. Was that phaser banks or torpedoes?
Phasers.
Yeah, because you didn't specify torpedoes, and that would have given him threat. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah, then just phasers. Then I don't need threat piling up on me.
Yeah, it's decent. Okay, so that's 2 damage and 1 effect.
And
So
don't
Byron-
don't they get versatile?
Yep.
They do. So, Evans, how do you want to handle that?
Well, what's the resistance on the shuttles?
It's 1.
1. So
So they're taking a point of shield damage, 2 points of damage to shields.
Okay.
I just see just spending that on two bonus damage. Unless you were supposed to roll, how many die does the thing roll?
Rolls 4, I think.
Okay, so the question is, do you wanna bank on getting something better on a reroll, or do you want to just spring for 2 extra damage?
Well, the odds of getting a 0 is basically 2 out of 3. Or no, 2 out of 6. My bad. 1 out of 3. So I think I'll just go for the extra damage.
Yeah.
Statistically speaking, that's the better choice.
Right, so you do 1 extra point of damage to the shields on the Byron.
Yeah, so that's 2 extra to my knowledge, right?
So yeah,
Oh, they have 1 resistance.
So you dealt 4 damage to the shields.
Okay.
How much do these things have?
4 shields.
They have 4.
So that would have caused a breach then.
It does. And I already rolled. It is to weapons.
And that.
Oh,
And that's
unfortunate.
And that's 1 breach. Isn't that enough to disable the ship?
It disables the weapons.
Because isn't it like the ship is disabled if you have breaches equal to your ship's scale?
So it doesn't disable the ship. It disables the weapons, and then there's a task you could do to fix them.
No, right. I'm talking about ship's grand total. Isn't it like a ship is disabled if the number of breaches you have is equal to your ship's scale?
That's NPC,
Oh,
not player.
okay. Okay, because I thought it was okay. Never mind.
So the only real way to blow up a player ship is to damage the engines enough that the warp core breaches.
Right.
Oh, I see.
Gotcha.
So then we'll go over to Lieutenant Penn. So yeah, that first volley did disable your weapons
And took down your shields.
and took out your shields.
Okay. I am going to be doing evasive maneuvers. Or an evasive action. So that is daring plus con difficulty 1.
And you don't have momentum right now. So.
I do now, and it's helped by the ship's structure plus con.
Structure con.
Correct.
The structure tab is really hard to hit.
Yeah, the sheets are just wonky at the moment.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's one more momentum for me, and I am pretty much it's harder for both of us to hit each other until my next turn. And I will quick to action and hand a turn to Wittergast.
Okay. So I'm gonna presumably roll a phaser shot.
Okay, so this phaser shot is going to be difficulty 5 because of the evasive actions plus the damage system.
Oh,
Oh wait, nope, it's disabled. Sorry. So that
well,
would
you
be
can take a
something
minor action to re-enable it, I think.
different. So disabled, it's a repair task.
Oh, they're disabled?
Yes, they're scale 1.
Frick. Okay, yeah, it's gonna have to do that then.
So so the difficulty to repair is 4.
Christ. Okay, what am I rolling?
This can be done as an extended task.
So, that's probably my best bet. I don't think there's any way I'm gonna get that many successes.
Okay, so then this is probably going to be either control engineering or control security, I would imagine.
Control engineering. So,
Difficulty 2.
2. Pray for him, Pend. Nope. Nothing doing.
Can the ship
All right,
assist?
and then it heads back. No.
Because we're trying to repair it.
Where I go?
Have to be some ship to assist in some repairs.
Then it passes back to Lieutenant Evans and his second character.
I'd suggest an attack run.
Yeah, I was
I
going to
thinking about
suggest attack
maneuvers as
pattern
well.
too. That's what you want to do?
Yeah, I was thinking attack pattern.
Okay. And it said daring con difficulty 2.
Believe
And
so.
the ship assists with that. Oh, you didn't select the
I did though.
The NPC sheets are being weird today. You have to like select them twice.
yeah, gotta
Like I had null attribute happen when I rolled a sheet that I'd already.
what?
I mean,
It's weird.
it's still coming up with the
Um,
numbers. It's just null and null.
Oh,
Right, like it's still rolling.
Yeah.
so the first
we
one
can
was
say
a
that's one
3 and an
success.
18.
3 and 18.
That was the
That's-
first one.
That's one success unless they have 3 con and a good focus.
They have 3 con and
They have 3 con.
no focus, no applicable focus.
Yeah, food
Hmm.
preparation just doesn't cut it.
We have a security officer with a focus on food prep?
Yeah,
Why? Because why not?
exactly. They've got hand-to-hand combat, tactical systems, and food preparation.
Makes
I mean,
sense.
if suddenly the panel in front of him resembled a salami sandwich that needed to be assembled,
He's got it.
he doesn't
You gotta
see
make
controls.
interesting
He sees.
NPCs.
Now, the
doesn't see
question is,
controls,
how are his
he
scrambled
sees the
eggs?
sandwich.
They're amazing.
All right. We'll head back to Lieutenant Pend,
I shall
who is
continue.
in a world of hurt.
I shall continue to evade until I get the weapons back online. So that's daring con again,
Dear. Oh, this is gonna be.
and
Oh.
and
Is that assisted by the ship?
it is that is again structure con.
Engine structure con. Why you make it structure? Structure's hard to hit. Damn it.
I mean, I only needed one
It's
to.
It's successful, right?
Yeah, I only needed
Yeah,
difficulty one.
All right. Then we head back to Lieutenant Evans.
All right, and I go back to firing my phasers.
And then this makes it a +1 difficulty, if I'm not mistaken.
Correct.
Why? Because I thought we've gone around the round again.
No, you face
I know, but yeah, Penn did it again.
Right.
Right. So it's difficulty 3 then.
Yes.
Okay.
Ooh.
Well, let's get a crit. Yeah, I looked at my values for a second. I just thought, no.
Don't you dare.
Oh, I just barely missed.
Oh. Well,
But the
you
spell
still gotta
gets to
start
persist.
Oh, it's right. Oh, okay.
Oh.
So just right off the bat.
And it all passed back to Lieutenant Penn's team.
So Wittergast, he's gonna try and do that task again.
Okay.
Would you like to spend? Can you spend one of my momentum?
Yes, it is for the entire team.
Well,
Okay,
I'll give you
then
that
I'm gonna-
momentum.
Grab a third die. Okay.
Nice.
And you get it back.
Nice.
And then so
2
it's
plus
good.
my challenge dice, right?
Yes.
What's
what
like
is-
the stats for this repair job?
It's work 8, magnitude 2, resistance 1.
Oh god damn it. Okay. Okay, 2 work got done.
2, okay. 6 left. So as is it Ensign Wittergast?
It is, yes.
So as Ensign Wittergast tries to open up the panels, you just hear cursing and swearing as he's trying to like basically beat the system with a hammer at this point, trying to get it to work.
Oh wait, oh that is gone. That's just gone. That part is floating in space right now. That's not good.
What did you do?
And we'll
Oh, I didn't do anything. You can thank your friend on the other shuttle for that.
and we'll head back over to Lieutenant Evans and his second tune.
Attack pattern, sir.
Attack pattern indeed.
Now, I swear I have selected
Okay,
them.
but
I
what
can
was
see
it?
the.
It was an 11 and a 10.
That should both be successes.
What are your stats in the applicable?
10 and 3.
Oh, so.
Oh,
only
yeah,
one
yeah.
success.
Yeah, so,
Yeah.
so
Wait, no.
13. So yeah, it's 2
It was,
successes.
it was an 11 and a 10.
Okay. And then the ship, right?
Yep.
What
So
ship
you
is
get a
this? This
momentum.
is the Angelou.
Yes.
And you're firing.
No, this is attack pattern.
No, this is
Yeah.
Well,
weapon
what did you roll?
con.
That's a 9, so that might be a success.
Let's see, 9 for. Yes, that is exactly a success.
So-
Right.
So even though all
Yeah.
zeros there, those are actually all ones. So you actually gain momentum and successfully perform an attack pattern.
Okay.
Is an attack pattern 2 or 1?
I think it's
Be
2.
1. Oh, attack pattern is 2.
Evasive is 1. Attack pattern is 2.
Yeah.
So you guys
And
gain 1 momentum.
Just for clarity, to destroy the other shuttle, we have to damage its engines, right?
Basically, yes.
Okay. Can I target in a shuttlecraft? Or no, that's going to increase the difficulty a lot, isn't it?
It will. It increases it by 1 to target a specific system.
Yep. But you did just do the attack pattern.
So that negates their evasive action, so it's going to be a difficulty 3 task.
If you target them.
Right.
So it's a difficulty 2 to just fire at them, difficulty 3 to target their engines.
Right. And if you fire at them just normal, then it's a randomized system it hits.
You do have a momentum.
I was thinking about that. And is it my turn right now?
It-
Or
I just went, so it passed back to them.
Yeah, it is Penn's turn currently.
I'm gonna have to do this again. God damn it.
Yeah, you gotta do it. You gotta do it here or you lose the evasive action.
And one from the ship.
Ooh. Oh, wait, no, that does it.
Yeah, it does it. Just need a structure con from the ship.
helps.
Structure con.
No momentum, but you do get the evasive action.
Whew.
As
This
the
is
shut,
tense.
as the other shuttle's bearing down on you, you try to evade the weapon fire again. As we move back to Lieutenant Evans about to push the button.
I'm pushing the button, focusing on their engines.
All right, difficulty 3.
You gonna spend a momentum?
Oh, yeah. Oh,
So you get it back.
And then we have a ship test goal too.
Yep.
Okay.
Nothing here.
Got a momentum.
Ships are not rolling well.
Well, you rolled structure and con when it's supposed to be weapons and security.
It doesn't matter. You rolled an
Yeah,
18.
it was an 18, so that
oh,
don't matter.
okay, yeah.
So
I had the
roll
wrong ship selected for a second.
damage.
And that's shuttle, or is that me or the shuttle?
The shuttle.
Okay.
I just clicked it. There we go.
Ooh.
1.
These rolls have not gone well for me.
Yeah, so it will be the first one that came up, so it's a 1 damage, but you get versatile 2.
Well, you
So
could
that means I
spend.
can re-roll 2 dice.
You could re-roll 3 die.
So I can
Right.
re-roll
Which would be basically the second roll.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Or I could increase the damage by how much?
Well, if
2.
you get that second roll, you
Yeah,
all you
you-
have to do is spend
But
that last momentum to get 1 bonus damage to overcome the resistance.
would
and
I
you've
be getting
won.
that roll?
It would be a re-roll of the damage,
Oh. Okay.
wouldn't it? Let me see. Re-roll any number of damage die for 1 momentum.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
guess. I guess you'd have to re-roll it then.
Well, I think that roll could count as a re-roll. I don't know. That's up to him.
I would leave it to Pend because he's the one being fired on.
Yeah, I'll accept it. Like I said, these rolls have not been going in my favour, so if you want to take that second one, if you spend momentum, take it.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll spend momentum on that.
Yeah, so that'll take out the engines. We're dead in the water, sir.
Well, much use you've been.
I'd say that's probably the end of that.
Pretty much.
Like, it jumps back to what does Lieutenant Evans do now that the ship is disabled?
You
Could be telling.
you probably just say end program.
Or you could call for Khan's asking for a peaceful surrender.
That's what I was thinking about doing, like, hailing him and asking him if he wants to call the match or not. So
You can role play it.
Alright, so I hail the other shuttle.
Yes, this is penned.
Do you want to call the match at this point, or do you want to keep going?
I mean, I would like to keep going, but unfortunately, my assistant is not much cop at fixing stuff, and with no weapons or engines, I'm kind of deading the water.
Yeah, I would agree. The odds aren't exactly in your favor at this moment.
I mean, I'm willing to keep going, but I don't expect much of a fight.
Because right now it's up to you if you want to concede the match or if you want to
I mean,
continue trying to fight.
I'm not saying I'm conceding, but I'm not in a good position.
Okay, so basically you want to keep going.
I'm not saying that either, but I'm not in a good position.
It sounds like you're stalling me right now.
No idea what you're talking about.
Stalling. Stalling.
Wintercast, fix this shit now. So it's up to
Captain,
you.
make a roll to repair something.
Can I spend that momentum?
Yeah,
You
spend that
that
momentum.
I actually hope this works.
Wow. Yep, that worked.
That worked. So I just kind of like cut transmission a couple seconds before that. And I think I'd leave it open for a little bit longer.
Oh. What is happening?
Apparently, it's the start of your comeback.
What?
Wow.
You get a breakthrough to fix something.
I will take the weapons
And
back.
Yeah, the weapons.
Oh, you're gonna get the weapons?
I am.
So you need one work and one more breakthrough, and we'll switch back to
This would, yeah.
switch back to Evans.
I cut transmission. Continue attack pattern.
Ramming speed, sir.
I think attack pattern would be good. I don't know that we're good to ram.
Cowards.
Aye, aye, sir.
God. Oh, wow.
This is why role playing is important.
Oh, wow.
I can't believe you actually did that well.
I've like quadruple checked everything, so if it doesn't work this time, the sheet might just be broken.
It's possible.
Yeah. Sheet's
Yeah,
just
it's- the
broken.
sheet's broken.
Oh, 9 and a 6.
A nine and a 6 is good.
And then it's weapons and con for the ship.
Weapons con.
Yeah, see if you get a momentum. Oh, you do.
You do.
All right, so I got 2 momentum for each, right?
Oh, how much momentum did we get for that engineering task?
2. So I got you at 2, and I got penned at 2.
What?
So it goes back to Penned. I think it's Penn's turn.
It is. I would like to spend a momentum to try and fix the ship.
All right, you the weapons or the engines.
At this stage, I'm just going to fix the weapons.
All right,
But the weapons are already fixed.
they need one more work and breakthrough.
Oh well, if you would let me. Wait, if they only needed one more work, I would have gladly spent one of those 2 momentum to get it.
All right, yeah, that's fine. That's cool.
Okay, so we have weapons.
Had I known that we were that close.
Weapons are online.
Okay, then you're going to enjoy what's coming next. I am going
Fire.
to fire a photon torpedo.
Finally.
I believe that is difficulty 3.
I
Do
will
it.
spend a momentum to get 3 dice. Does combat maneuvers as a focus help?
No,
God damn it.
your ship's dead in the water.
Yeah.
Does that hit?
Oh my God!
Oh,
Roll the ship.
oh no!
The ship's great.
Fire photons.
Wow.
1. A 1.
So that hits the communications device,
Now what can
Oh,
I do
no.
to make this even worse?
but it so it destroys. They take 4 points of damage.
Yeah, that's enough to take out the shields.
The shields.
Yeah, so that's the shield. So then it would. So hold on, it damages something else as well because it's 3 breaches at this point.
That-
No, that's the first breach on the Angelo.
Could I spend momentum to make that even
no,
worse?
Okay. So it's 2 because of the high yield. It causes an additional
Oh, okay.
breach. So the breach from the shields going down causes 2 breaches. So yes, the communications array on the shuttle is damaged.
Am I able to spend
So,
momentum
where
to
are
make
all
that
the
worse?
What's that? The breaches are on the communications. The communications are destroyed aboard the
Oh well, that's
their ship, which is almost perfect.
Yeah, it is.
Like I said, is there anything else I can spend to make this even better?
I don't think so because it's the torpedo.
wow.
I mean, you do have momentum that you could use for a combat spend.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what
you
I'm
do.
thinking.
You have 1 momentum.
So if I spend one
So if you
momentum,
look at the ship combat momentum spends,
Yeah, can't you get something like what's it? Devastating attack or something?
yeah. so-
shoot, I haven't been keeping track of power here.
Oh, we haven't, have we?
No, we haven't.
Who cares?
Yeah, let's just say they're on the holodeck. Power doesn't matter.
Yep. Tactical position and task. Starship combat momentum spends. Here we go.
Could I technically spend
Um,
2 momentum, 1 for penetration and 1 for devastating? Or like 1
It's
for
2 for devastating.
Oh, okay. So yeah, could I do devastating?
I mean, you could.
Devastating just makes the system harder to repair.
No. Roll for an
Yeah.
additional system. That system suffers an additional hit, dealing half the primary attack's damage.
Oh, okay. I read the wrong
But
one.
I mean,
So another
that's-
system will go down,
well, it's yeah.
which I think is a death blow to a scale 1 ship having 2 of its systems. Isn't it? Yeah, maybe I'm wrong.
Depends what system, because they can get
Right.
by without communications, but if it hits sensors, for example, it might be hard to hit. If it hits
Right, so
engines,
devastating attack could be really good depending on what you roll here.
Yeah, so do you want to roll
Do
it,
it.
Ed, or shall I do it?
I will let you roll the d20.
Oh wow.
Is that how it works, right? It's just a
Okay, 5.
random system.
What does a 5 hit?
Yeah, it's a random system.
Oh, 5. You do hit the engines.
And you deal half damage
So
from the.
the engines have been disabled on both vessels.
Oh.
Wow.
And it goes back to Lieutenant Evans.
How about that ramming speed now, sir?
As the ship
You
lurches,
can't.
you just hear like that sneaky.
Ben is pissing himself in the chimney of a shell.
So, I'm the one who's up right now, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I think I'm gonna go ahead and try to get their engines.
All right. Since both your engines are destroyed, there's no bonuses, so it'll be a difficulty 3 task to try to hit their engine.
Wow.
Yeah, so after what my security guy just said, I just say, yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen. Can you do something about the engines, though? Well, I did have momentum, right?
Two.
Okay,
Yeah.
I had myself at 2. I just want to make sure that was
Yeah.
correct. Okay.
And then you're rolling attack, so weapons security.
And you get it back. Roll damage.
Let's see, phasers. 4 damage.
And with shields down, that is another breach on the engines. So what I need now from the from Penn's ship, I need you to roll 1 challenge dice. If you roll an effect, it starts the warp core breach.
Wait, no, that. What?
Wait, what? How'd you get 2 results off of 1 dice?
How did I do that?
Roll 20, damn you.
Should I just roll a d6?
Yeah.
Oh.
You still get an effect.
Yep. Warp core breach, man.
So on that last phaser fire, your shuttle alarms goes off and says, "Warning, warp core breach."
Oh, it was a good run.
Nope, and it's not over yet.
Oh no.
It's not over yet.
I don't like the sound of that.
Oh dear.
All right, so it will this one. So that was Penn. So it will go back to Penn's shuttle.
So it's his
You
Wittergas now.
can try. He can try to stabilize the reactor or eject the reactor.
Oh. I could eject the reactor at them.
Please do.
What would be the difficulty of that?
What's that?
What would be the difficulty to eject the reactor at them?
Well, it won't be at them because everybody is. You guys are in close range trying to shoot each other while not moving. Just to eject the core away from the ship, hopefully, is a difficulty 2 task. But you're both going to get damage from the warp core exploding because you're within close range. It'll be daring engineering difficulty 2.
And
Daring engineering.
what's the difficulty of us, let's say, hitting them with another torpedo?
You fired, right?
No, I did. I'm talking
So
about
this
for Wittergast.
Right. Because you guys use the same panel.
Yeah. So
I think it's going to be difficulty 4.
yeah. So how much momentum do we have?
None.
1.
Oh, one.
One.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna spend that to eject the warp core.
Okay.
Because this is our last stand. Okay.
It's gone.
Okay.
Complication, though.
Yeah, that complication blows up your ship and ends the program.
Yeah. You had a complication ejecting a warp core.
And everybody is kind of standing around in a circle, being like, "What the fuck?" with beads of sweat dropping from their faces, kind of in like this heightened frame of attack, and kind of like, what just happened?
I'm just looking at Evans and laughing.
I look over at Penn and you sneaky little bugger. Well, like half laughing and like I'm like half frustrated, half like just trying not. Actually, I'm just laughing. I'm laughing while angry.
Wow. That went sideways pretty quickly.
That was something.
That was cool.
Oh man, I love that.
Wow.
And
These
The
sheets
fact
are
that-
glitched out, so you can't remove breaches.
The fact that we repaired the weapon system, fired off a photon torpedo, and did that much damage
Yeah.
before we went out ourselves.
Hey, it went out swinging.
And you went down due to your own warp core breach.
Yup.
And with that, Captain, I believe you had a scene you wanted to do.
Yes. So
And before you do that, just so you guys know, I am rewarding 1 momentum because I just kind of averaged out what was left.
great.
Cool.
So
It won't matter because after the scene, you guys are going to be back down to 0. But
So
Oh, okay.
I wanted to contact Varro. So probably as soon as he left the holodeck, he'd get a call from the captain. Commander Varro, I'd like to see you in my ready room at your earliest convenience.
On my way, Captain. I head to the turbo lift and go deck 3.
Yeah, because that's where that's where the bridge is, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, right. So you'll
It's
meet
weird.
me in my ready room.
Headed up to the bridge.
Awesome. First things first, Commander. Good news. I just received a communication from now Lieutenant Junior Grade Granger and Lieutenant Commander Yolan. They have both settled in quite well on Narendra Station. Whatever project they've got them working on over there currently is going quite well, from what I hear.
Glad to hear it.
So it was good to hear from them again. We're still working out the exact details of their replacements, but Vada has given me some very good suggestions, and I hope to have a final selection completed within the week.
That'll be good to have our senior staff back to full.
Now, I called you to my ready room because I actually had something relating to you, Commander Varro.
Oh,
As I mentioned, I received a communique. We've been sort of out of the loop from Starfleet since we entered that nebula last week. So we're just starting to get in some data dumps now. One of them included something for you. And Captain Grennan reaches down below the table and he takes out a small box. And he says, "You are a extremely tactically minded officer, Mr. Varro. Your tactical credits are absolutely wonderful. And after your performance during the fight, with the pirates, during our escort mission a few weeks back, I put in a request to Starfleet, and they have granted it. Commander Varro, it is my great honor." He opens up the box and he takes out a small medal to award you with the Grand Kite Order of Tactics.
sir, it's an honor.
So what this is going to mean is you're going to take your reputation and you're going to bring it down by 3.
All right.
So you should be back at like 10 or 11.
Let's see. I was at a crazy high number.
Well,
Yeah,
we
we-
have it, remember?
We adjusted stuff.
Oh, we did?
Yeah.
Remember we came up with like our homebrew thing? Or were
I
you
was
not there
not.
for that?
I was not there for that.
I don't think Vara was there.
Okay. Basically what we decided was we're doing a new method for reputation, and for everyone's reputation currently, we took what we had and then halved everything over 10 by 2 and rounded down. So you were at 19, so it should have brought you down to 14.
Cool.
And I was at
So
like
now I'm at
14,
11.
and it brought me down to 12 or something like that.
Okay. Sounds
So
good.
you
I'm at
have the
11
Grand Kite
reputation
Order.
now.
Huh?
I'm at 11 reputation now.
Yep.
And I put
And-
Cronkite.
Grankite.
Grankite?
Grankite, Order of Tactics. And what this means is that once per mission, when the character creates an advantage that reflects or represents some strategy or tactic, they may automatically create a second identical advantage. They create 2 copies of an advantage to be used together for greater effect.
Ah, cool.
So if you create a advantage to decrease the difficulty of like combat tasks, instead of only decreasing the difficulty by 1, you decrease it by 2, and you can do that once per mission.
Fun.
So that's a new thing you have.
Believe these count as talents, correct?
More or less. That's
Right.
basically how
They're not
operate.
changed out like talents, but they function as talents.
Yeah,
Like officer positions and such.
yeah, they have a in-game function that does something for you and functions similarly to talents. The only difference is these commendations are all based around the idea of doing things once per mission.
Hmm.
Bridge to captain.
Yes. Sorry. Yes, Lieutenant Rion.
Sir, we've entered into visual range of the planet.
Fantastic. Join me if you would, Commander.
Yes, sir.
And we walk out together onto the bridge.
All right. As you near the planet, one thing completely catches you off guard. Of course, there is no sun, this being a rogue planet, and it should be completely dark and devoid of all light, but the planet is brilliantly aglow.
What
From
color?
your station on the bridge, you can make out all sorts of colors that seem to shimmer in sunlight despite the absence of a sun.
Oh, wow.
Perplexing.
What kind of scans are we getting off of that?
Is that going to be a roll?
I presume so.
So yeah, what are you guys scanning for? Like,
First off, I want to know if she has an atmosphere of any kind.
yeah. So you are reading an M-class atmosphere.
Really? Any life signs?
Go ahead and for the ops position, roll me reason, science, difficulty 3, assisted by the ship's sensors and science.
That should go down by 1.
It will, yes.
And does astrophysics help out any?
Not for this because you're scanning the planet.
Yeah. We actually get a momentum.
Yep. And you are scanning for life signs, correct?
Yep.
Sir, I'm not picking up any life signs, but we are getting energy fluctuations from the crystals themselves.
Well, the light show it's putting out. I'm not surprised.
Have the computer run an analysis on those fluctuations, see if there's any discernible pattern within them.
Aye, sir. Is that something I need to do?
So are you guys asking for extra moment or for a question or?
If we can do that as a momentum spend, I'd like to, yeah. Spend that momentum for extra information.
I'm trying to think how to.
It's a kind of a big question though, so it might be a separate roll.
Yeah. So you don't notice any patterns to the energy fluctuations. You're having a hard time getting a fix on what they actually are.
All right.
And I won't spend the momentum for that.
Commander, the computer's not finding anything in those fluctuations.
It was worth a shot.
Well, I suppose if we aren't getting any other readings, probably be for the best to bring down an away team.
Should we see if there's how much radiation there is on the planet?
Suppose that would be a wise precaution.
Because I assume there's an amount that would overwhelm even an EV suit. Right?
As far as you guys can tell, it's a M-class planet.
Standard
Yeah,
levels
that
of
kind
radiation.
of thing would have shown up in our initial scan.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I guess you're
the whole M-class planet thing is, like, indicative.
It would be unusual for an M-class planet to have high levels of radiation. So
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, Captain, if you'd like, I can take down an away team.
Suppose so.
All right, Captain, I will offer you a point of determination if you lead the away team yourself.
I was going to say, actually, Commander, I think I'm going to lead this away team. I've been meaning to stretch my legs.
You see there's this embarrassed smile on Varro's face, and he just gives you a slight nod.
You have the con.
Yes, sir.
Is that to play in one of my values, just out of curiosity?
Yes.
Which one?
Hopeless romantic.
Oh.
Oh no.
Just because of the sheer beauty of the planet,
Okay.
you want to go down there and look at it yourself.
Yeah.
So you're not telling me there's
Okay.
any crystalline cat people down there?
I am going to hate you.
And I would imagine the rest of the senior staff do eventually wind up on the bridge.
Let me see. Mr. Evans, you're with me.
All right. Do you want me to bring anyone else?
Yes. Bring a security officer and hang on. Captain taps his comm badge. Lieutenant Cecile, will you meet me in the transporter room?
Aye, sir. Heading there now.
Yes, penned. It is the cat lady.
Uh-huh.
Get your yucks out.
Uh-huh.
Fuck off.
I'm not saying a thing about your fetish, sir.
Furry.
Are you sure you don't want to take
Anyways.
the security officer Foray as well?
What?
Yeah, I was thinking I wanted to bring Foray.
Who is, by the way, a Benzite.
That doesn't matter.
As long as it just hammers it in.
Yep.
That's all I care about.
I love how much credit I gave Penn for coming up with that name too, and it was not as intelligent as I thought.
It wasn't that good. I just said it and no one realised.
I was like, oh, it's based on iron, obviously.
So one of you guys is probably gonna want to play Cecile or Cecile.
I'll do that. If nobody else does. Like, if we got to go back to Vara, we do, but I'll play.
And yeah, I can't really think of anyone else right now that we need.
All right, so you guys do make it to the transporter room.
Okay.
Who's playing the security officer?
I'm gonna tap on my comm badge and say, Commander Varro, would you mind finding us a good place to beam down?
No problem, sir. Lieutenant, make a scan.
Scanning. There
As you-
seems to be a... Oh, okay, go on.
As you try to find a good place to beam them down, you notice that you cannot lock on to any point on the planet.
Sir, I'm unable to find a spot for them to land on the surface at all.
That's not
Understood. Captain, looks like we might have trouble beaming you down there. Seems like some sort of interference, possibly from the energy reactions inside those crystals. You might want to take a shuttle.
Understood.
Commander, could I recommend Wittergast?
Very good.
Very well.
Wait, I thought you didn't like your men.
He's the only other competent out of the rest of them.
I mean, save for today, I'm a pretty decent pilot.
Ensign Wittergast, report to Transporter Room 1.
Okay.
That's where you guys are, so... you'll
Yep.
run it.
And then we're gonna go to the shuttle bay. And let's see, who are we gonna take? I'm thinking either the Hemingway or the Naru.
With that many people, you can't take any of the Class 9s.
Yeah. Well, it's 5 of us, right?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'll say the Hemingway.
Okay.
With we'll have I say Wittergast has the con. I'll put Evans at ops, and then the rest of us will be in the other seats.
There. All right, so you guys take off with the shuttle heading toward the planet. And as you approach the planet, you notice that it does seem to be mostly like, it almost looks like it's a mountain range. And you guys are having a hard time finding a suitable landing spot. So whoever is at either con or at ops, it's going to be control or con or reason science difficulty 2 to find a good landing spot.
Well, that'd probably be Evans. He probably has the better stats than our NPC. And if we don't have to actually spend crew support to have him do stuff for now, all the better.
So you want me landing?
Well, I want you to find a place
Ah, yes.
using the ops terminal.
Will do. I thought that was a curious order.
Yes, you can use the ops terminal and find us a place to land. And the Hemingway will assist. Presumably.
Well, I'll see what I can find, Captain.
What will the Hemingway be rolling?
I really was not intending this to be assisted.
Oh, okay. I mean,
And
I feel like it would.
Yeah, I
There's
was.
sensor interference or something.
Yeah, because that was my thought because of the transporter stuff. Like you couldn't really read the planet.
Fair enough. What's the difficulty on this?
2.
You can spend a momentum.
this is control science.
Or control con, I think you said?
Control, con, reason, or science.
Oh, thank goodness. Okay. Oh, reason or science. Oh, okay. Wait. So it's control or reason?
It's control and con or reason and science. And of course, if you can give me a reason why you think it's something else, I will listen to it.
I will take control and con. Wait, do we even have momentum?
Yes.
We had 1.
Okay, I wasn't sure if the
So
scene had changed.
I'd spend it.
The same technically did change, but I'm not going to take it.
Okay,
Generous.
do tactical systems or small craft apply?
Small craft.
Yeah, I'll allow the small craft because you're trying to find a suitable landing place for a shuttle.
All right.
Hey.
That looks like a nice place over there. Patch of flat land.
And that's exactly what you find. A place that seems to be relatively flat.
Fantastic. Mr. Wittergast, take us down.
Yes, Captain.
And you, Mr. Wittigast, nice and easily lands the shuttle in the clearing that was found. And you guys actually land a shuttle without crashing it.
There's a first time for everything.
I have not crashed a shuttle yet. I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, you have. It was just never your fault.
So I didn't crash it.
You didn't crash it.
No, I didn't crash it. The GM crashed it.
Yeah. So, Captain Grennan will be the first one to step out and he'll just go, feel that nice, crystalline air.
Right. As you exit the shuttle, you are amazed by the bright and vibrant colors of the crystals around you. Crystals of all shapes and sizes make pathways and trails through the sprawling landscape. In the distance, you can see the crystals changing shape, rising and falling, making hills, then mountains, then valleys. Each shape and movement more beautiful than the last.
This is fascinating, Captain.
Beautiful.
Now this is why I left home.
Tap my comm badge. This is away team to Commander Varro.
Yes, sir.
Boy, you are missing out. It's gorgeous down here.
I'm glad you're enjoying yourself, Captain.
Well, I'm gonna take the away team for a short hike, see if we find anything. I wouldn't be surprised if this is all just more and more crystal, but you never know. We'll check in approximately half an hour.
Understood, sir. We'll keep channels open.
Away team out. So is there anything of particular note about the landscape?
I mean, it's changing. It's constantly in flux from your
Wait,
note from what
really?
you
it's
can
in
notice.
flux.
Yeah, so like as you guys are going, like in the distance, like the gems are changing shape, making mountains, making valleys. Like it's always like everything around you except for this one spot is in constant flux.
Wow.
You guys forgot to scan some stuff in space.
Oh well.
So you're seeing some of that for the first time.
Beautiful.
Just briefly up on the Kismet. And I'm aware of your activities.
What?
And
Stayed up.
I turned Cecile and I go, this tectonic activity, is it more or less stable? I really hate for this planet to shake itself apart while we're still on it.
That would be unfortunate. I'll run some scans, Captain. And Cecile would like to run some scans. Focus.
So this is us bringing down the crew support by 1.
All right. So
And-
what are you scanning?
I am scanning the geology around us with a tricorder because Cecile has a focus in geology.
Yep.
I want to see if this is some sort of natural formation, just any information she can glean.
Okay.
Scientist.
Reason science difficulty 3. You know what? Make it difficulty 2.
All right.
Hey! And hey, the focus did it.
The focus did it.
All right.
Quite fitting.
Yes. This is fascinating. Greetings, Captain.
What are you getting?
We have to wait and see.
Oh.
Varyo's commanding this or running this one, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, I'm liking this.
I've got to wait for the magic person in the sky to tell me. God.
Captain, the planet itself seems to be in a constant state of flux. The surface, as we can see, but the matter itself seems unusual, to say the least. But some of these areas have reasonable amounts of stability.
Is this one of them?
Is it?
Check your. Yes. Yeah.
Yes, Captain.
It says this area.
Yes. Yes, this area is reasonably stable.
Okay, that's good. I'd hate to lose our shuttlecraft to a fissure.
Yes, that would be unfortunate.
Well, what do you say we all go for a little walk?
It's truly fascinating.
Well, we might want to stay out of the areas that are changing a little too much, but
Agreed.
yeah, just to minimize the risk.
Mr. Evans, would you mind prescribing for us an optimal path to take? One that'll let us see some interesting sights, but still keeping us reasonably safe?
Well, interesting sights aren't my specialty, but I'll see what I can do. I kind of look around and see if I can find a place that looks interesting but isn't dangerous.
All right. So you start leading them into an area where you think that might hold for some pretty significant views.
Oh, I do have a question
Sure.
first. What is the air like? Is it like humid, dry, cold? Like I know that's a very specific
Yeah.
thing to ask, but it kind of goes a long way to like setting the feel and tone of the planet.
So you know how like if you were to step outside in winter and like right after a fresh snowstorm, and take a deep breath in, and like how it's kind of like clear and
Yes.
that's
That's what I was
yes,
thinking. Is this it's like super clear?
yes.
Awesome.
Lieutenant Evans starts leading you through like it as you guys go through the crystals, they kind of make like a path, but it's like a with walls on either side, and you're just going through that, and you're seeing all these brilliant and vibrant colors, shades of blue, green, yellow, red, all from the crystals. And you guys get to this point where one side of the wall opens up into a giant valley below, teeming with colors and shapes. And in the valley, things are moving, changing shapes. Hills are forming.
What's causing all of
I'm also interested to know what this planet is composed of. And what, because crystals are usually stiff and, if I'm not mistaken, brittle.
Yes, that would be correct, Lieutenant.
Indeed. And overall, has me wondering one other thing. And I assume that after this point, we've been walking for a decent period of time.
20 minutes.
20 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, after a few more minutes of that, I'll tap my comm badge again. Away team to Kismet.
Kismet here, sir.
Given the nature of this rogue planet, the away team has started to wonder something. Do you think you and the astrometrics department could try to figure out where this planet came from, or if it's just been sitting here?
I'll get them on it right away, Captain.
Thank you. Away team out.
We're going to jump.
Astrometrics?
So we're going to jump back up to the ship really quick.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, cool. So the task roll for this, where did it go? It's just going to be reason, science, difficulty 2, assisted by ship sensors and science.
Ops, coordinate with astrometrics. Let's see where this planet was coming from.
Aye, sir.
Would I be able to make
And
a
can
play
I-
for that? Would I be able to make a play for that? Because I have a focus of astro navigation.
I have one of astrophysics.
I will let Lieutenant Penn assist in this regard.
Makes
So
sense.
I'll have Ops make the scan and Lieutenant Penn assist in it.
And what would you like me to roll?
So it's all still probably going to be reason and science.
And I can use astrophysics.
Yes, and Lieutenant Penn can use his focus and is assisted by the ship's sensors and science, so I guess this would make it difficulty 1.
So much momentum. That's
It'll be for nothing if he misses. Oh wait, he already rolled. Never mind.
yeah, you already rolled.
Uh,
4 momentum.
I'm still shocked I managed to actually get something with a 9 total.
Yeah, that was a good roll.
how do I want to divvy this up? So, the first scan, I think I'm actually going to give here.
Commander, the planet isn't actually moving at all.
Very peculiar.
What did they find?
Nothing
Planet
yet.
is not moving at all. But we haven't found anything else yet.
Oh. Huh.
All right. Anything else, Ops?
There is a ton of information for this as well.
I don't see anything else, sir.
Scan some more. See what you can find.
Would it be possible if I use one of those momentum, would it be possible for my role to get any more information, or
like the task can get in information. I was just seeing how
Okay.
best to split up the information.
Right. Okay.
I figured you would notice the movement first because you are, con and stuff.
Fair enough.
So if you guys can think of a question to ask for more information, by all means. Most of the stuff I have, 9 times out of 10 can give you more information.
I mean, I've got a weird question. If you guys want to follow up with it, we scanned for life forms on the planet. Did we scan the planet as a life form?
Yeah, that was going to be mine too, but I don't know if that's pertinent enough to this to be an obtained information.
That's not in this role because this is more of the astrometric area of space you're scanning.
Okay.
Right. So, are there any disruptions in subspace around this planetoid?
I will take the momentum for that.
Commander, gravimetric forces in the area show that the planet should be drifting through space, but something seems to be anchoring it here.
Another gravimetric body? Anything on sensors? I'm using this as ops secondary question for obtained information.
No.
All right.
Nothing else can be gained from this.
So you're saying no is the answer to my question, or no, I can't ask that question?
Like that's all the information you guys can get from scanning the area around.
Okay. All right. Let's maintain continuous sensor scans. I want to keep pulling in information from that planetoid. And let's do some pinpoint scans of the planet as a whole. I want to see if we can get any information to be relevant to the away team.
Aye, Captain. Or Commander.
And we'll head back to the away team.
Captain, these scans, they're unlike anything I've seen before.
I'd given given what we're seeing with our own eyes, I'd be surprised if our scans were turning out normal.
Indeed. But this... Nothing in the Academy prepared me for this.
Well, that's why we're out here, right?
Yes, sir.
A good textbook is never finished, eh?
That's why they exist. To be rewritten. Are there any good, vantage points?
Well, you're in one.
Oh, we are in one?
Yeah, like overlooking the valley.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Is there anything in that valley, or... but you said it's constantly shifting, right?
Yeah, the valley is.
Is there any... Can we see anything beyond it?
Like it kind of forms like a mountain range, but it's still in flux.
Yes, Gaseous people have to leave. Yeah. Yep. Uh-huh.
That doesn't
We'll go
bother him.
with
He's
that.
into that type of thing.
Because you'd have wares if you have coin. Just trying to think about where we should go next.
I'm just waiting to see how long you guys can go without actually scanning anything,
We've been scanning.
i.e. the crystals themselves.
I thought it
I
scanned
mean-
those.
No one said they were.
I guess I wasn't
Okay.
specific enough.
Yeah, because I'd made a suggestion to
Well,
Sissel, but
it's one of those things where everything is crystal, so we kind of assumed.
Right. I'd like to make some... Cecile would like to make some direct scans of the crystals
That's
just
better.
around her.
Reason science difficulty 0.
I put her sheet away. Where is it? There we go. I'm switching between sheets. Reason science, difficulty 0. All right.
2 momentum. Don't assume my structure.
This is very confusing, Captain. According to these scans, these are normal crystals.
You mean as in no energy?
As in, these are standard, everyday crystals. There's
Like
nothing unusual about them.
like
So basically, they
quartz,
shouldn't be
carbon.
bending.
Yes.
Huh.
There's nothing unusual in their atomic structure aside from the flux states that they are in.
Huh.
And like always, there's always more stuff you guys can find out.
Yeah, let's spend some momentum and do that.
One suggestion I have is whether or not. Now, I don't know. I don't think it's pertinent to this scan, but I think it might be wise to figure out if there's a pattern to the fluctuations.
We kind of already asked that.
Yeah, we asked that from orbit, and Ed said there was not.
Oh, okay. I must have missed that.
But
We could
There's
scan
not
again
a-
from the surface.
there is no pattern, but do the fluctuations in it match anything we might have on record?
all right, well, first I got to give you this information because you guys kind of jumped the gun. So there's part 1, and here is part 2.
Elaboration. It'll be the death of me.
And I'm going to take both momentum for that.
Okay. You see, I'm willing to bet brainwaves.
Or heartbeat.
Or heartbeat. Ooh, a heartbeat would have a discernible pattern, though.
Right. The deep scans are showing some sort of very faint energetic fluctuations in the crystals.
Do we have a point of origin?
Just within the crystal.
Oh, just
Seems to
within,
be
like, a...
universal, Captain.
So, no point of origin, omnipresent energy readings despite no indication of what's causing them. Well, gang, I like to think we have another mystery on our hands.
I love mysteries, Captain.
And this energy is being released clearly as we can, as the entire terrain is.
I did send you a part 2 to that. I don't know if you saw that one.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I assume we'd know that because they were on the bridge.
Let's see. I suppose we could go down into the valley, see if there's anything of note there.
There's certainly worth a try, Captain. It seems to be a property of the crystals, as far as I can determine.
Perhaps we should bring some samples up to the Kismet. The advanced research labs there should give us some more answers.
You can try, Captain, but this whole planet may be one form. Damaging it could have irreparable consequences.
Are there so I take it then that there are no like shards or anything lying around?
Not lying around on the ground, no.
So it's all just one big structure, huh?
Well, as far as we can determine.
Okay. Lieutenant, with your scans, what kind of damage would we be doing if we tried to take even a small sample?
I can run an analysis, Captain.
Please do.
I would like to run an analysis.
You don't know what effect it would have removing a crystal.
Can I theorize?
Of course, you could theorize. You know, with the information you have at hand, but
Right.
Two things probably. One of two or both things will happen. We cut off a piece of crystal, and either the crystal remains energized or it dies, or we cut off the crystal, it remains energized, and it dies, and the planet perhaps fights back, or it doesn't.
Yes, Captain, based on my readings at the Academy, I suggest that we make our sample close to the shuttle so we can leave post-haste if need be.
Agreed.
as you guys are talking, your passive scans of your tricorders detect what looks like faint energy readings, different from any other reading you have received so far.
Is there a directionality?
Yeah, it's heading kind of away from the valley.
It's moving?
No, like it's not moving. It's in the opposite direction of the valley. So it's like, like in the little pathways I was talking about. That's kind of where it's.
So back the way we came?
Yeah, no. It kind of makes like a little maze heading through that, but
Like, we'll have to go slightly off the path to get to where it is. But
correct.
And
Alright.
are we going to have to be traveling through what are essentially canyons to get there?
Yeah, I mean they're not high. I mean they're maybe a foot or two taller than what you guys are. I mean they're not tall. They just make like little pathways cutting through this area.
Well then,
Well,
what do you
Captain,
say? Shall we make a little detour? I'm kidding, of course. We're doing it anyways.
I would like to make a suggestion, Captain.
Yes.
Due to the fact that the train is in flux, it might be wise to attempt to climb out of this little canyon we're in.
I thought we were already out of it. We hadn't
We're
gone
going
down
back in,
into
are we
the
not?
valley.
You guys never went into the valley. You're still kind of on that little cliff edge.
We
Yeah.
considered going to the valley and then we didn't, so we're inside the canyon thing right now.
Yes.
Right.
But they're only like a foot taller than we are, so we could feasibly climb out.
Especially your science officer.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
because Cations are pretty tall, aren't they?
Mhm.
Yeah.
I mean, Wittergas
an
could
axe.
technically fly you over there so you can see what's there.
That would necessitate going back to the shuttle.
Yeah, if you guys are worried about how far, it's not far. Maybe a 10-minute hike. It's
Yeah.
not far from your position.
And it's
I'm
and
just
it's,
thinking, I don't
and
want
it's,
these walls to close in on us. So if we
and
could
it's-
climb out.
yeah, and it's kind of on our way.
Right.
So I say we
Cecile
go
starts
and,
wandering off.
so I
just
say we
looking
go
at
and
her tricorder.
examine these mysterious energy readings. We don't know if we'll spot them again or if they're a regular occurrence here.
All right, so
Oh,
you
wait.
head. So what are you guys doing?
We're
Well, it
gonna
sounds
go
like
and-
Cecil's already going on their way.
Yeah.
Already wandering off at a medium pace for a 6.5-foot tall person.
Yeah, like we're all sort of discussing it. Then like Harmon looks over his shoulder, realizes that
And your science officer is following her tricorder.
Cecile is kind of already on her own path, and I just sort of motion to the other guys, let's go follow her. And we all sort of book it after her.
All right. So you guys are following this signal, and as you guys are heading down through the little canyon, it kind of makes a little way, like it slopes down a little bit, and you guys enter into what looks like a valley with unusually smooth walls, given what you guys were just passing through. Like these walls are almost smooth.
Like almost glass smooth.
Yes.
Uh-huh. Gonna
Cecile
run
runs
my...
her hands along them.
As you touch the side of the wall,
Shit.
you get a mild shock, as if you got a shock from static electricity. So it wasn't much. It was just like you touched static electricity.
Cecile, energy readings?
Yes, Captain. And she kind of shakes her hand a little bit.
Stop touching random crap.
There's kind of a fur is standing on end a little bit here.
Okay, wait, can we please all agree that that the little lightning shock that we get from the glass is that one lightning effect that they keep using in TNG?
The blue one.
That one blue lightning effect that they always use.
Cecile's fur is standing on end. So yeah, I'd like to scan that energy.
Roll me reason or insight using science or engineering.
I didn't know this planet had glass dogs.
Glass dogs. Oh no.
My bad.
Catian's natural enemy.
I think you guys bank a momentum for that. And
Hell yeah.
information.
Dang it, really?
Captain, this is a very recent transformation. Only a few days old at most.
I see.
The crystal itself seems to be newer.
Is this the source of the readings?
I'm assuming it is.
Yes.
Yes, Captain, it is.
Anything further?
I'll use your momentum for that.
Take a momentum to ask, is there anything further? Oh, like an area up ahead?
Like in this valley, like a small area of the wall seems to have just whatever that says.
All right. I point toward it. I say, Captain, that area right there seems to be brand new. I suggest we go investigate.
Agreed. I think we should. Wait a minute. And Harmon just stops for a second and says, you got a little. And like he kind of mats down like a bit of the fur that's still standing on end.
And Cecile's just kind of like,
What?
This right away. It's not helping your reputation.
just lean into it.
Oh, that was totally intentional, fuckers.
So just kind of looks slightly embarrassed and then just smooths back her fur.
Fucking weirdos touching me.
Do we have a direction?
Yeah, we're heading in that direction.
Yeah. So as soon as you guys get up to the area, the signal that you guys were detecting goes away.
It's gone.
I don't know if I should be happy or upset. I'm gonna
Is
go
it
with
gone or
both.
has it moved?
I run scans again to see if it's moved or if it's gone.
It's gone as far as you can tell. It just stopped.
Do we see anything?
Nothing changed visually in this area.
I say we take a few steps back.
This experiment seems familiar.
I have no idea what you mean.
Cecile's ears are just kind of twitching around in different directions. She's taking a few steps back.
Does anything happen?
No.
Touch
It never does.
So is there anything physically notable about this area?
As far as you can tell with your eyes and with your scans, this area is exactly the same as when you entered it.
Perplexing. Most perplexing.
Well, in that case, I say we head back to the shuttle. If there are no other interesting energy readings.
I'll just mute myself for a moment.
Please do.
Space dogs.
Oh, no, he stopped.
Space dogs.
All right, so so what are you guys doing?
We're gonna head back to the shuttle. We didn't
Oh.
find anything interesting.
Okay, as you guys turn to the valley shifts, and a wall of jagged crystal blocks the path.
Cecile jumps about a foot in the air.
What's that?
Cecile jumps about a foot in the air.
And Harmon takes out his phaser and just starts looking around. Doesn't fire it, of course, but he's at the ready now.
And
I
other
suppose
than the wall moving in place, nothing else happens.
Now, did the wall, did that change happen faster than most of the other changes you've been noticing?
Yes.
Okay.
Cecile sprints over to that crystal and starts scanning it.
And
Okay.
and you're just getting the same readings as before.
You know that thing that cats do with their heads? When they're just like turning them around, trying to figure out what the hell's going on? That's happening right now.
Oh, is it the head bobbing thing?
Yeah.
Great.
Grennan thinks it's cute.
I
Damn it,
didn't
Pat.
say shit.
Well, Captain, it would appear your guess may be correct after all
Which one?
about the planet being alive.
Captain, I'd like to use a neutron scan to see if you can pick up any reflexive actions from the crystals.
Good call.
Right. So I'm sending out concentrated neutron beams at the crystals to see if they are reacting to a stimulus.
Okay. Roll me. Control science. Difficulty 1.
Well, that'll do it.
As you send out the neutron beam, you notice that the crystal does seem to move away from the beam ever so slightly.
Okay, well, that's a good start.
This
Unfortunately,
reacting.
What?
Crystal is reacting. Ever so slightly.
This crystal is reacting to external stimulus. As we said, probably a living being. Unfortunately, I think right now we've just walked into the equivalent of a pitcher plant.
Perhaps, or perhaps it is a sensitive region of some sort. If this is some form of biological organism, we may have stumbled across newly forming tissue.
It's also true.
Hopefully,
So
it doesn't
planet
give us as an infection.
Yes.
Well, we can't spend all day trapped in here. We're gonna have to get out some way or another. Captain Grennan to, Kismet?
Kismet here, sir.
I think we're gonna need a beam out.
Captain, we're still unable to lock onto your patterns down there.
Do what you can. We're currently in a pretty tight spot. We think we might be able to take care of it, but until then,
We'll see what we can do.
thank you.
Do I think the shuttle would land here?
What's that?
Do I think the shuttle could land in this area?
Well, I mean, you think a shuttle could land? Yes.
like how much room is there in this clearing that we've found ourselves?
Oh,
in?
it's pretty wide.
Right, well, we do have the shuttle as an option to get out of here if we need to.
Yeah. Just means that someone's gonna have to go and get it.
Well, oh,
I thought the ensign was still with the ship.
did we?
So
Oh,
you're trying not to.
oh, do we have an ensign staying behind? Do we have the ensign staying behind at the shuttle?
I didn't think so.
I don't know. I guess that would be up to Penn because Penn was playing. And
I think
you
Penn
haven't
came with
said
us.
anything.
No, Pencil on the ship. You've got Wittergast. But yeah,
Right,
I
but
don't.
I'm
I
saying
don't.
You were
Okay.
playing.
He probably would have gone with you unless you ordered him to stay with the shuttle.
Yeah, we didn't.
All right, we didn't. Yeah, so you're with us.
That was a dumb mistake.
What?
Yeah.
Take your con officer away from the thing he's proficient with.
Yep. So how tall are these walls around us?
Well, the walls on the sides are like very smooth, and you probably won't be able to climb it. The one in front of you that is in the one path out is pretty tall, probably about 20 meters, and it's very jagged.
How? And how tall are the smooth walls?
It's like 15 to 20 meters,
Okay.
but again, like very smooth.
Hmm.
Well, if you'd like, Captain, I could see if I could climb up this one and see how it reacts.
The Evan, was that Evans?
Yes.
I'd say good. And if you can get over, I'd have you go and get the shuttle. We don't want to make more unnecessary movements than we have to. The more movements we make, the more likely it is that this planet will react violently.
Especially in this region, it would seem. Though, we do have other shuttles on the Kismet itself,
Mm-hmm.
so that is also an option.
Right.
Can a shuttle be flown remotely?
Not without
Under-
extensive modification.
Yeah, like in space dock, yeah, but in the field, not so much.
Right. Yeah, you'd have to gut the entire guidance system to do that.
So back up on the Kismet. If we
Okay.
could. Ops, see if you can do anything about that interference transporters. And that's a resort we'll go to if we have to.
I mean, is it
Can
possible?
I-
Gone.
Can I try to enhance the sensors to try to get a lock on them?
Everything you try still ends up with the same result. Like you can't get a lock onto anything on the planet.
Would we technically be able to use, to say, the tractor beam on the shuttle?
You're running into the same problem of getting a lock onto anything on the planet.
Also, it's way too long range to tractor something from orbit.
Yeah.
Well,
All right, Lieutenant, we'll keep it as a backup plan. I want to see if the away team can make it out of there on their own first.
yes,
Mhm.
sir.
No need to babysit them. All right, that's all.
Okay, back to planet.
Well, Mr. Evans, best of luck to you. Lieutenant Cecile, do you mind giving Mr. Evans a boost?
No problem, Captain.
Okay, so you're attempting to climb over the wall.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I'm trying to climb over
Well, Evans is.
the
Okay.
jagged one.
All right, so it's going to be daring fitness, difficulty 4, and I'll give you the assist from.
Wait, daring fitness?
So how
Yes,
do you do that?
he's trying to
Those are
climb a
both
jagged.
Is it daring or fitness?
Wait, hold on.
You said
I was never
daring
good at
fitness.
discipline.
Oh, okay. Daring security is what I mean. It's either daring or fitness plus security. Sorry.
Okay.
With the assist from the
Science officer.
science officer, probably using
Fitness.
fitness security.
Yeah. It's not a
and
great
it-
roll.
And this will be difficulty 4.
Oh, why?
Oh,
We do have momentum, right?
I got you at 3.
Oh, that's more than I have a set. All right.
yeah, we have 3.
I think
say
I'd
we
like
use
to try
one of
a
them.
dice.
Yeah, we used one, but we gained one the same time we used it. So Like I made a roll that got one more success, and then we use that for obtaining information.
Mhm.
Score 3.
So yeah, let's use a momentum.
All right. And is there a complication range I should know about?
Nope.
All right. And I have no focus unless survival counts.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I have focus.
Yeah, this is rock climbing.
It's weird
Well-
rock climbing.
True, but it is a shorter cliff than we had on Sesku.
It is.
Just hope it doesn't
And
move.
in fact, you could almost say that this is a little bit easier because than like regular rock climbing, because rock surfaces are often are often a little more smooth than this. The handholds are a little more slight. This is big bulky crystal.
True, but crystals can be sharp sometimes.
And
And they're not usually as rough.
Yeah, and this crystal seems to be able to move.
Oh yes.
I think they balance each other out.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, there, I got him on my own.
Never mind.
What?
He's got this.
All right, so
I guess Sissel just took too long.
Yeah, like she's moving over, and you're just halfway up the cliff already.
yeah. Lieutenant Evans effortlessly scales the side of it, and he jumps down into the crevice on the other side.
No, he goes, Lieutenant Sissel, please give Mr. Evans a hand, and he's on top.
And he just did it.
And never mind.
I tapped my communicator. I'm on the other side, Captain. I'll see if I can get to the shuttle now.
Fantastic. We'll just hang tight then.
All right.
All right.
So you head back up to the shuttle, and as you reach a clearing where the shuttle is landed, you see that the shuttle is in ruins as large pieces of crystal pierce through the shuttle.
Fuck shit.
Tap my communicator again.
And
Captain.
Hold-
we're gonna
hold-
hit that sea.
hold on.
Oh.
As soon as you see that, and this goes for the players in the Cravine, in the Little Valley too, the ground shakes around all the players as walls of crystal rise up around all the players, and what looks like crystal humanoid beings emerge from the crystal. I am going to end the scene there, and we'll go to scene 4, and we'll go to the ship. And
We
Uh,
just lost a shuttle.
the person at ops, there's your info.
Rip Hemingway.
Commander, I've got 2 inbound objects from the planet. They look to be made of the same material as the planet, and they're about the size of shuttles.
Hostile intentions?
Unknown,
That's
sir.
me asking the DM.
He gave a good answer.
Permission to dodge, Commander.
Yes, Lieutenant?
Thank you.
Shield, sir.
Shields up. Go to red alert.
I'd suggest yellow, but okay.
This is Varro.
It is fine.
I would suggest yellow alert.
So we've just gained 2 momentum, and we are quite evasive.
Okay.
All right. Ops, give me more detailed scans on those. I want to know how they're moving, and I want to know if they're armed.
All right. Ops, roll me reason and science or reason security, difficulty 1, assisted by the ship's sensors, and science or security.
Oh, I actually wrote the wrong thing.
Hey, you did.
Never mind.
Okay.
Yeah, even like you rolled successes even like with your worst stat.
Oh, I need
Yeah.
the ship to roll a structured con as well.
All right. Let's see. Structure.
Commander, the entity or the objects inbound look exactly like ours. Our shuttles.
Except they're made of crystal.
All right. Continuous scans.
1 second, I'll be right back.
Yeah, we had 2. The task was 1, and just from mine, 4 successes extra.
Yep.
Alright.
You guys are at full momentum.
Wait, how many shuttles are approaching the ship?
2. All right, let's try
Sorry.
hailing them.
Sorry, the delivery came at a very awkward time.
Try hailing them.
Aye, Commander, and I attempt to hail them.
There is no response to hails as both shuttles open fire on the ship.
At
It's
increased
a good thing we had our
difficulty.
shields up.
And we're dodging.
Yes, you are.
Yeah.
Both miss. I think. Or the first one misses.
Oh yeah, I guess I could roll 2, can I?
Oh,
Nope.
Complication!
impact.
So would you say this is combat?
I would say that this is combat.
Okay.
Commander, would you like me to set up the field?
Lieutenant Pend. Attack pattern Delta.
Very well. Daring con. Oh, I'm doing. I'll click on the wrong fucking sheet. And this is difficulty 2. I'll spend momentum just to make sure. Don't want to take a chance. So we get that momentum
Hey.
back, and it's assisted by the ship's weapons plus con.
Can someone else handle the Kismet for now? Because I'm trying to juggle.
I'll do it.
Cool, thanks.
What do you need?
Weapons con, please.
Weapons con. Okay.
Attack pattern.
Just the one roll.
Yep.
Okay. It says Jason Wittergast, but it isn't really.
Yeah, that's
That
fine.
was the case.
So we now have, until my next turn, all attacks made by the ship are reduced by 1, and we gain a momentum in. Oh no. Never mind that.
Okay, and just a quick thing here. Someone is at tactical. It is not Evans.
That is correct.
So I'm
And
assuming we're going to use our security NPC for that.
Yeah.
Could I use?
We should really name that NPC.
Yeah.
We should, but I'm leaving that up to Evans because it's his department.
So if I were
Yeah.
to use my quick to action and give it to the commander, could you do your stuff?
Yeah.
Then I will quick to action.
All right. I just want to figure out who's at tactical real fast. And
Red
get
shirt.
that set up. So is somebody going to be playing security 1 right now?
Probably Evans if he's
Yeah.
there.
Evans?
Oh, yes.
So you got security 1 up. Cool.
Psst, come up with a name.
Yeah, and that's for the. So the name would be for someone who is running the tactical station while I'm gone.
Yeah.
Yep.
Come up with a name / species.
One preferably to annoy the captain.
I hate you.
You're welcome.
Or you could try and curry favor.
Don't do that. Don't be that guy.
Did you just say to curry favor?
Yeah.
For half a second, I thought you said to furry favor.
Oh, I wish I did.
Would have been great, but I didn't.
I hate all of you so much.
You love it, really. Be honest.
Oh, I find it hysterical, but I hate all of you.
Okay. Tactical. Get me a torpedo lock on that shuttle.
Oh.
Ooh, 2 threat. Thank you.
Give me that threat.
And this would be security number 1?
Yep.
She? Okay.
Do I
And
spend
it's-
any?
And it's going to be difficulty 3 because torpedoes are harder to hit.
Mm-hmm. Use momentum. This is my direct action, so I'm assisting.
Yep.
All right. And so. you said
Control.
discuss momentum, right?
So yeah, it's control security to shoot. You get 3 dice. Difficulty is 3. assisted by the commander and assisted by the ship.
Oh, tactical systems focus. That's handy.
That's very convenient.
Firing torpedoes at enemy vessel.
Okay, that's a 13 and a 7. Um,
What's his stats?
his
that should
stat
do
is
it.
14.
That's
So that's 2 successes plus my roll.
Yeah,
So is
one,
that control? That'd
and
be
the ship's-
13, actually.
that hits.
And the ship.
And the ship. Captain?
It's definitely gonna hit.
Just saying if they get the security or the
Momentum.
momentum back.
That's weird. Only rolled 2 dice.
Oh, that's weird. Try closing out the security sheet and then opening it back up again.
Oh, was the security person supposed to roll one more die?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, the security person was rolling 3 die. So just like do a roll 1d20, I guess. We're dealing with new things. Okay, so that's another success.
All right. So you guys are at max, and then this is to see if you get plus max
Mm-hmm.
for the ship.
Okay,
Which-
Kismet.
Which I I forgot. I'm rolling the ship.
Yeah.
What's the roll? Weapon
Weapon
security.
security.
Hey, yeah, there you go.
All right. So
Nice.
so you guys have one more momentum than you can keep, and
Right, we'll be
roll
using that for
and
combat.
roll torpedo damage.
Roll it. Photon torpedoes.
Huh. That's not great.
Actually, it's okay. Yeah, it's actually not that great.
Yeah, we're gonna use
that bonus momentum.
that bonus
to reroll.
momentum for reroll.
Okay.
So we'll re-roll 3 challenge dice.
What the fuck? Okay. 4 damage.
Wait, hold on. Did I? I think I did that correctly. Yeah.
4 damage.
4 damage, and then
It passes turn.
we could spend more. We could spend more momentum.
We could. Yeah. Let's spend 2 on bonus damage here.
Okay. So you're doing 5
Mm-hmm.
minus the resistance.
Well,
Right.
no, that should be 6.
I know, but minus the resistance.
Yeah, so 5.
Yeah, so
total.
5.
Right.
Yep. So the torpedo impacts the ship right on what you would imagine the nacelle of a normal Federation shuttlecraft would be, and the ship kind of explodes into a million crystal pieces.
All right.
As the other fighter craft tries to attack as well. And you guys just did attack pattern, right?
Yeah.
We did.
Yeah.
Okay.
What?
That's purpose.
We don't
Yeah.
know what it's attacking us. It's a weird crystal ship.
Yeah, it's a weird thing, so we don't get to see what it is.
Oh, okay.
Where's the other crap?
And this is probably where he spends threat to juice that damage.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I don't need to. There it is.
Oh, that means this thing already does a bunch of damage. Or it
Well, we have
bypasses
5
shields.
resistance.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah. So yeah. I forgot
Okay.
you guys. They have 5 resistance. So
I was gonna
It
say,
shoots-
I mean, it can't deal that much. more.
right. So it hits your shields, but shields are holding. No issues.
What are shields
Status
at?
report?
How many shields do we lose?
None.
None?
Yeah, because it was 5 damage, we have 5 resist.
Oh, so he didn't spend any threat to juice that. Okay.
Nope.
No damage, Commander.
Alright. Give me a scan of that ship. I want to know what's happening here. Let's see if we can use our phasers or not. I don't
Is
want to
that
accidentally...
a scan for weakness?
Yeah, it'll be a scan for weakness.
Oh, nice.
Nice. So that gets us back up 1 momentum, I believe, unless the difficulty was 3.
I don't know what the
No,
difficulty
the
is.
difficulty's 1.
Oh, so you get
And it was
okay.
assisted by the sensor security of the ship.
So 0.
So difficulty is 0, so we get a bonus momentum plus anything a ship rolls.
I love our ship.
It's such a great ship.
Sensor science. Die. Oh my
Okay,
god.
so we have 2 bonus momentum that we spend right now. I'm
Yeah,
using
let's make an advantage.
creating an advantage that ooh. Need an
I got
advantage.
an idea. Energy
Okay.
signature lock. It'll help our we got a better lock on them.
Okay.
Basically, these things are putting out an energy signature. It's like painting a giant target on your back.
Right, so how about we get an analysis of that energy signature? So we can target our weapons more clearly. Okay. And I'm using my order of tactics for this.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Does that
Just pouring it all
qualify?
in there.
I don't
Yeah,
know. You
ordering
might
a
want to
sensor
say
scan
you
in the
might
middle
want to
of
save
battle.
that.
I'm in battle right now.
Okay.
Don't worry, I'll look after him.
I mean, my concern is that they're going to throw a massive. They're going to
Yeah,
throw.
fair enough.
I mean,
it
my
doesn't
concern
really
is that
seem
at
that
some point or
tactical.
another we're going to be facing a massive crystalline kismet. But
This is true. And the question of whether it is actually that much of a tactic to order a sensor scan in the middle of battle is questionable. So
yeah,
I'll save it. Right.
I mean, we got
Ops.
piercing 2 off of the last scan.
Ops. Any information on that thing? Can we hit it with our phasers?
Yes, you can.
oh okay.
Yes, Commander.
All right.
Well, you should ask, can we
Tactical.
damage it with phasers?
Something's off here. Why is it the photon torpedoes only deal 3 damage when the phaser arrays deal 5?
Because it's based on a scale and security. The torpedoes, they're normally less damage, except they have high yield. So
Ah.
if they hit, they end up doing 2 more breaches,
Oh, okay.
or like they do an additional breach. So if the shields are down and you shoot a torpedo, it's any more damage to a ship without shields is a breach.
Right.
Okay,
Torpedoes are really good killing blows.
Right.
Alrighty.
And if you're already targeting ships that have either minimal or no shields, torpedoes are very effective.
Right.
Oh, don't forget, just another thing to know, there are rules for doing torpedo salvos.
Oh yeah. Still seeing
Okay.
research.
Okay. So let's get back on track here before we get off on a tangent. What did you guys just do?
I ordered ops to scan that thing to see if we could use our phasers on it.
And you can.
And then I'm ordering tactical. Phaser volley on the second ship.
Firing phasers at second enemy vessel. As soon as I get my dice in order.
Then weapons.
Oh.
Ugh.
Oh.
Complication.
At 20.
I
Yeah,
don't think
neither of those are successes.
I can't
No.
even roll with the ship. So
Yeah.
I will take the threat.
Do the phasers do anything?
Well, they obviously missed a ship.
Yeah.
Does anyone else need to go? I think Pend went, Ops went, Commander went. All right, so it's back to their turn.
Right.
So the shuttle, unfazed by what was going on, tries to make another attack run. And this time, it's like a gnat trying to eat at you. It's not doing much.
There's no damage again, Commander.
Very strange. Tactical. Try and get that thing in a tractor beam.
Oh, but yeah, it's me.
Even when you're not there, you're responsible for your station.
Alright, so
And then
I'll attempt to grab it.
And don't forget, we have momentum to spend.
Oh yeah, we have a lot of momentum.
Yeah, I got you guys still at 6.
Yeah.
So,
Alright, so do you want to buy me a dice?
yeah.
Alright,
And you.
so that's control security. Right?
Mhm.
Alright, and what's the challenge rating?
I believe it's still 2.
Okay, I got a 5, an 18, and a dice that never rolls.
So,
So roll a
roll an
d20.
additional d20.
What's the command for that? Like slash.
/R space 1d20.
Yes!
Nice.
Alright, so I got, what was that? 3
3.
successes?
Yep.
4.
4 successes. Okay.
All right, you got
So we
one
got it.
extra. Yeah, it's in the tractor beam.
Alright, I caught it, sir.
Good work, Ensign.
All right, once you guys engage the tractor beam, from the ops panel or tactical, whichever, it doesn't matter which one, you guys notice that 2 larger ships flanked by 12 smaller objects are coming up from the planet.
Captain, we've got multiple incoming bogies.
Profiles on them?
Seems to be 2 large ships and 12 smaller flanking ships.
All right.
Is it possible to throw a shuttle?
It's possible to maneuver with a shuttle in a tractor beam. We couldn't throw it because you can't reverse the directionality of a tractor beam.
Okay, so there's no repulse.
What do they look like?
Well, that's what I asked.
You could always say on screen. You guys don't do that at all.
This is true. On screen.
As they put it up on screen, you notice that the 2 larger objects do kind of look like smaller versions of the Kismet,
God damn it.
and they are flanked by what looks like shuttlecraft.
Fucking called it.
Yeah.
So in theory, am I facing off against 2 crystalline versions of myself?
Possibly.
Yeah. Maybe.
This sounds like fun.
Tactical,
And-
send a kinetic pulse through that beam.
And the fleet is coming, is on an intercept course with you.
Oh dear.
Varo to away team, can you get back to the ship?
There is no answer from the surface.
I was gonna say, probably we don't respond.
Commander, if I may,
Go ahead.
we suffered almost no damage from, or we suffered virtually no ill effects from attacks by their small vessels. So I think we should only have to worry about the Kismets.
Indeed. However, the first rule of combat is never underestimate your enemy.
Commander, I can do one of 2 things. I can either A, make sure they don't hit us, or B, get us closer to the planet and go and collect them. It's up to your call.
Pen will order evasive maneuvers when they get closer.
Yes, sir.
Tactical, get rid of that shuttle.
How do you want me to get rid of it? Destroy it, EMP.
Destroy it.
Yes, sir. So I'll shoot it with phasers then.
Down on the planet, Harmon's eye twitching.
Yeah.
That's
Roll damage. You got a crit. Go ahead and roll ship assist and damage.
What is up with this character sheet?
I have no idea.
So that's Kismet.
Yep.
Captain.
Captain dead?
I think
Wait,
Captain's
which one
dead.
for Kismet?
I apologize. Oh, was I supposed to roll a thing?
Yep.
What was I supposed to roll?
Weapon security.
Weapon assist.
Weapon security.
Mhm.
There you go. So that's 3 successes.
Yep. And
Yep.
roll damage, and you got 1 extra momentum here.
Yep, these are phaser damage.
Phaser damage. Oh.
Oh shit.
That
Yeah,
hurt.
I'm pretty sure that ship is decimated.
Cool. If it's not, we pour that bonus damage into bonus damage.
I don't think there's a piece bigger than a few cubic centimeters.
Hoot. Ops, try hailing them again. Are we getting anything?
No.
No response, Commander.
Very well. Pend, evasive maneuvers.
Yes, sir. Ed, can I attempt something with your permission?
What are you trying to do?
So, one, I'll be doing the evasive maneuvers, but I was wondering if I think it's doing a swift action to do something else. Trying to create an advantage with or an extra advantage with the evasive action of getting us into a good enough position to do wide beam shots.
So are you trying to do the evasive actions and then what on the swift action?
Well, yeah, so first of all, it'll be the evasive action to get us sort of harder for us to shoot. Then I'm guessing it would be like a swift action to create advantage. Using, it says any 2 attributes and disciplines, so basically flying to get us into a decent enough position. Well, even if it's like just reducing our difficulty with attacks while evading.
Okay, well first let's roll the evasive action.
Okay.
And then I think no matter what the swift action is, I think it's gonna increase in difficulty because of the swift action.
Yeah, I'll,
Right.
I'll spend 1 momentum off
also-
the bat.
You can't do the swift action, I believe, until they've already gone.
Okay.
It just is going to allow you to do 2 things in this round of combat.
I mean, are we in combat right now?
Yes.
Oh.
We're pretty close to the planet, so it's probably only long range.
So that's 2 extra successes and a complication.
Okay.
Okay.
So like I said, I was wondering if I could spend any extra momentum to at least reduce our difficulty in attacking.
I believe you can use momentum to create an advantage at any point that it's relevant. I think.
Yeah, I'm trying to
Check.
come up with a way.
Right,
to...
but because you rolled the complication,
no.
I would just use that to negate your advantage because of the complication.
Okay, that's fine.
So
Okay. So it could have done it, but we rolled
right,
the
but the complication, yeah.
That's
Okay.
So
perfectly
you're
fine.
able. So you're able to do the evasive action, but you did the evasive action so hard that you kind of slipped from your console a little bit.
I accept that. Yeah.
I like
So
that.
you're saying he did his job too well.
Right. And then
Does that nullify the threat by making you spend it to cancel that advantage, though?
correct.
Cool. Just want to make sure we're on the same page there.
So
Yeah,
we are back up to
I
full.
did. Yeah, so instead of banking the threat, I used the complication to do something.
Mhm.
And I used
Sounds
it
good.
to. So then, so the cruiser gets within range because of the movement by Pend, and it tries to take a shot.
Oh.
I mean, that's just unlucky.
Yeah.
I'm gonna re
1 damage to shields.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna re-roll the dice that didn't hit.
1 damage to shields.
So far.
So I get to roll 4.
Oh.
Oh gosh.
Ooh.
Oh, okay. So that's
That would be 11 minus 5, so that's 6.
Six damage to shields.
Okay.
And we take a breach.
All right, hold on, let me get the breach.
So down to like what, 40% roughly?
More like,
More
yeah,
like 50.
40, 42%.
All right,
It's gonna be
so the breach is going to be
54.
just on the ship's structure.
Okay.
And you're actually going to take 2 what the hell are they called?
Power.
You're taking 2 breaches. And these were from beamed weapons.
All right.
Suggestion,
So not-
I'd get out of there.
I can try to repair something. I feel pretty
Yeah.
good about my chances.
How many shuttles are there, Ed?
12.
Huh.
We can take him.
Give him a good torpedo spread.
Oh dear.
So we've got everything set on the ship now.
Oh, it's your turn. So yeah, I mean
Right,
you guys took 6 shields and you took 2 breaches to the structure.
Okay. Ops, see what you can do about those shields. Pend, I want you to start maneuvering us away from the planet.
Yes, sir.
What do I need to do to fix the shields?
That is one of the ops station roles. I
Oh,
believe.
and hold on, I got to do one more thing. With the impacts, sorry. I got to see if any of the crew were injured.
Oh,
And actually, this is twice.
Whew.
What is?
Did you hit enter?
I did. I'm gonna assume I'm missing.
No, it was doing that earlier on for me when I was trying to roll challenge dice. You're probably best off just rolling a d20.
Yeah.
There's one from Kismet.
All right, no effects.
no thanks. Okay.
Okay, so
Pend, perform a small warp hop out of here.
Yes, sir.
Oh, and we definitely were not keeping track of power either.
Well,
Again.
Wait, we've only shot torpedoes.
I've used.
yeah, those don't have a.
Those don't have power.
Well, we did shoot a.
The phaser, the tractor, the evasive actions, I
I've
believe
got
all require
2
power.
evasive actions and 1 attack pattern. No, I haven't. I've
So
only
that's
done two
down to 10.
evasions.
So 10, down to 10 power.
I think
Okay.
either 10 or 11.
We used 2 energy attacks and
2 evasions.
2 evasions.
So 11.
Yeah, 11.
Okay. Well, but now we have to see how quickly you can book it.
Right.
So hold on. So here's the question: are you using the warp to try to get out of the system and not come back, or are you using it to try
No.
to regroup?
Using it to perform a small warp jump to see if these ships are warp capable.
Oh.
Okay.
I'm getting us out of weapons range and seeing what these ships are going to do.
Is there anything you want me to roll?
Hold on. I think there actually is. There might be a
I
roll.
believe disengaging just costs a power.
There
Gonna
is
work.
an actual something in con where warp uses the ship's warp drive to move 2 or more zones. Power requirement is equal to the number of zones moved. It's a
Right.
short second-long burst of warp speed, but it doesn't say any roll.
Right.
Would like
Right.
to-
So
It's just
essentially,
power
so
requirements.
essentially, how warp works in combat warp is you decide how much power you want to spend to go to warp. and the other ships, if they pursue, have to at least spend have to spend one more than the power you use to catch back up.
Mm-hmm.
So,
This
so if you use 5 power, I would have to spend 6 power to get the ships caught back up.
I'd say spend 4.
And then I'm going to put ops on restoring power.
Okay. So you guys do a quick warp jump. Ops does detect the fleets, the fleet enter warp, and they also pick up 2 more of the same type of larger ships, 12 more shuttles, and a larger ship emerge from the planet.
Oh, fuck me.
Yeah, I'd suggest, like, dead stop, just run.
There goes half the crew.
And yeah, the fleet is inbound to your position, so you got to decide quickly what you're doing.
Commander,
Send out a distress call. Take us back to warp.
aye, Commander.
All right, and you guys head to warp, and that is the end of Gemworld.
Good job
End.
on your first command.
That's
Eh,
the
it's
end
not
of
my
the
first command.
episode.
So this definitely has a to be continued.
Yeah.
I would hope so.
Last time on Star Trek Kismet.